Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I know I haven't uploaded much lately. I'm still really not certain as to what to upload. Um, Again, I haven't been playing this game much. I've been playing more Overwatch than anything, if I even play, just because I have like on and off days as to when I'm like really busy. So it's like by the time I do manage to even get on, I don't do much. But it was suggested that I do Black Canary, like a gear showcasing thing, basically like an updated version. So that's what this video is going to be. For Canary, I do the same thing. Like I only save gear in terms of aesthetic, but it's like a lot of her stuff just looks so bad, or it just looks weird. And I think a big problem with that is also her shaders. Like, I don't know, her shaders are just disgusting. There's only like 3 good ones, and that's it. Everything else just looks like crap. So a lot of these looks, they're gonna look somewhat similar, or they're all gonna have the same color. But that's really why. Just because, in my opinion, the rest just looks awful. The rest just looks disgusting. Before I even go into the gear, I think this is disgusting. Anybody that has this on, I question your taste in everything. Anybody that has any of the demon shaders on, same exact thing. This one, same exact thing. Like I question a lot. This one, I feel like you can make work in some loadout, but it's just the way that the color scheme applies on the different pieces of clothing, it just looks really, really bad. This one's not as bad, but I feel like the best one in terms of like the black and the blue is this one over here. This is the one that I use personally whenever I use this shader. But that's really it. I think this looks kind of stupid. This doesn't look bad, but I don't intend on purchasing it. I hope that it drops. The Electrum isn't that bad. The only thing is, again, it's just the way that the colors apply. It just looks really, really weird. And then obviously her tournament looks pretty good, but it's just like anything that's just like a solid color, or it's just flat out black, or mostly black. Those are the only ones that look good, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense for the character given her name, but still, like, they could have made something work better. These I think look really bad, mainly just because of the eyes. But yeah, this one I like, the red one. Obviously I use the black one. I do like how this one looks sometimes, and I do like how this one looks because you can make this one work, because it adds like that nice, it's like a very pale brown, which I think is really, I'll show you the loadout that I'm talking about, where I think that it looks really, really good in. Same with this one. It's like, this one's very situational, but this is all the shader stuff. I guess I'll go into it a little bit after, but okay. So in terms of the actual gear, like the actual content, this one I titled it literally the Black Canary. Oh, I guess I'll go over the loadouts themselves. So this one I wanted to go for like a very classic Canary look. So that's pretty much what this is. Like her standard, typical, like basic attire. I hate her pose in this. Like in the gear showcasing. This one is called Sound of Defeat. I like this one just because it looks better in the game because everyone's standing like slightly to the side. So you're able to see like all of these crisscrossing things, like all these lines that are connecting the leg pieces together. So that's why I like this one. I used to have this one in red, but I think it looks nice in the red too. But I just wanted to save the red for like another loadout, and I didn't want to use it twice. I don't mind using the black one twice, but the red one, I don't know, it sticks out too much. This one it's supposed to be called Black Hawk's Finest, but there weren't enough characters, so I just settled for that. So yeah, this is the one that I'm talking about, like with this shader. So this is like a blend between like the old and the new gear. So this is like a little bit of a spin-off onto her default type of gear, but just with different colors and like switched up a little bit. and like extra straps and stuff like that she normally didn't have. Well, I'm sorry for my voice. I don't think I'm losing it, but it sounds like it is. So maybe. This one, I'll change it right back. This is actually there's a Black Canary multiverse going on right now. So that's why I have this one. This is a loadout specifically for high stats. That's all that this one is. It's not going for a look. But on the plus side, it doesn't look that bad, in my opinion, for simple stats, which is what I liked about it. It didn't look that bad. But to show you how I normally have it. Alright, where's the mask? There we go. And this one's called Sonorous Beauty. Because, you know, Canary is very beautiful. Is this one it? Yeah, this is it. So that's why I have this one. And then, yeah, usually like that. This one's also very reminiscent of like a classic look. So that's why I have this one. And I usually alternate between those pants or where's the other one? Or this one. For like a real classic look. So I alternate between the two as to which one I think just works better, or which one I'm feeling more on that day. So that's this one. I do like this one a lot though. I actually like how this looks a lot. But I don't know if I like those boots. Sometimes I prefer the ones that are just like a little higher up. If I could find it, I'll show you. Like these. Sometimes I prefer that one a little bit more. But again, that one, it depends on how I'm feeling or what I'm digging that day. What's that? You guys ever seen the Justice League, the original cartoons? What was that character's name? There was an episode where they went to like an alternate timeline, like an alternate dimension, and it was like another version of the Justice League, but it wasn't like the Justice Lords. It was the Justice League of America or something like that, or the League of Justice. I don't know. But what was that chick's name? Black Siren, I think that's what it was, instead of Black Canary. She actually looks almost exactly like her with this. But yeah, I was sidetracking a bit. So there's that, and then this one, they're called Bloody Valentine. This one looks pretty decent in my opinion. Like it looks a lot better in the game, and also when she's in movement, as you can see like that. Like I don't know, I think that she just looks a lot better. So there's that. So now I'll actually go into like the actual gear, like the gear itself. So I'm not too big a fan on like all the masks and face paint and all that stuff. I'm very selective, but I still hold on to like a bit of like each different piece. So like this one I do like. It's just a lot of the stuff that she has, it looks really nice on its own, but then when you try to mix and match it with the rest of her gear, it doesn't work like all that well. And I think that that's a really bad design. See, these are like all of those pieces. Again, I hold on to these just because either for this is disgusting. I like the concept of the sunglasses, but it's just the shape of them is just so bad. Like, was it really that hard? Like, is it really that complicated to just look at a person's face and just model right after glasses that look good? These look like they put 2 spoons over her eyes. It's just such a bad frame, such a bad shape. But yeah, back what I was saying, it's like a lot of her stuff, it looks really good on its own, in my opinion, but then it's like when you try to piece it all together, it just doesn't work all that well. And I don't know if that's just lazy designing, or if that's just the fact that a lot of this stuff would look better if she had more freedom to choose her things. Like over here, her stomach in the beta, this is all spray painted over. Like it's literally spray painted over. Right here, this gear piece, she would actually be showing her stomach in the beta. Same with this one, her stomach would be showing right there. I don't understand why they covered her up. Stomach would be showing there too. Over here, I'll show you really quick. You see where that yellow line is? Right at the cleavage area? In the beta, that's where the gear originally, that's where it stopped. So you did see a little bit of her cleavage. In the final release, I don't know what the purpose of her censoring was. Like, my thing is, I don't understand this whole like PC social justice warrior type of agenda or whatever, where people feel like video game characters can't showcase anything. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. I can somewhat understand if characters were modeled after people in real life, like public figures or respectable people. I can understand that. Like, if you have somebody that's, I guess, just an example, that's modeled after like Michelle Obama or something, right? You know, she was the first lady and everything. I can understand if they modeled a character after her and she plays a game in a similar role, and yet you have like all this like scandalous type of gear that's completely out of character. I understand that 100%. This is a fictional character. She doesn't exist in real life. So what is the purpose of censoring? Because I can somewhat agree, I would be able to understand if every female character was censored like this, if every female character had this diaper on and was covering up their chest, but then you have Starfire, you have Enchantress, you know, you have Harley. So it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. There's no logic behind it. It's very, very irritating. Because it doesn't make any sense. Things that don't make sense irritate me, if you haven't noticed. But that's originally where it would have ended. Like right above, like that black area right at the top, that's all spray paint. You can even see it in the match. Like, you can just go to single fight, just pick Canary, pick this torso piece, and you'll see it. It's all pixelated spray paint right on top. This piece I think is pretty decent, but I could do without like that belt. But yeah, sorry for the rambling. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. Same with this. Her whole stomach area in the beta was actually shown. This is all spray painted over. And the stupid thing is, it's like the only thing that she's showing is her stomach. Like, since when is showing your stomach such a big deal? Same with this. You can even kind of see it. You see her belly button faintly. Her stomach was showing here in the beta. It's so idiotic. Makes no sense. Same with this. Her stomach was showing. Cleavage was showing. This one I'm not really sure. I think this is one of the new pieces, so I really have no idea. But I wouldn't be surprised if her stomach was actually showing. And this one too had the studs right there, but the stomach was showing. I don't get the censoring. Like, I never realized how inappropriate a stomach was. Oh, it's so silly. And then here are her base arms, like the base jacket. I try to equip ones that has her nails painted. Like, I don't know if you can actually see it, but her nails are black. Some of them they're painted, and then others they're not. They're just like blank. I don't know if I saved any. Right there we go. See how they're not painted anymore? I don't know, I just needed the black nails just look better. So that's why I hold on to those. But these, there's really like no variety. It's like, it's just this one basic design and the gloves change slightly. And then you just have like this random one, which in my opinion doesn't look that good. Like the quilted look. Honestly, a whole bunch of this stuff would just look so much better if she wasn't censored. Because it would actually add like some kind of like style to it, you know, some kind of fashion sense. Because it'd be like, okay, you got like that nice like hoodie on, like that nice quilted jacket, you're showing off your stomach, you know, like it just, everything was just so much better in the beta. I don't get why they changed it. This one is just, I don't know, this one is very selective for me at least. Like, I'm very selective on the loadouts that I actually use this in. Because it's like, again, a lot of her pieces, they look decent, they look pretty good on their own, just entirely alone, but then when you pair it up with the rest of the stuff that she has, everything just looks like a hot mess. These I like the spikes on the shoulders. A lot of these, they look very similar, but they're just like slightly different. Like they might have like an additional elbow pad or additional spikes. So that's why I hold on to it. This is one of the newer jackets. It's interesting, but that's really all I have to say about it. It's just interesting, that's about it. So yeah, these, they just add like those forearm kind of metal bands, the metallic shoulder pads, and yeah. Now for the pants. The pants are actually one of my favorites, but it's still one of those. It's just, it looks better on its own. So these are the default ones, right? I do like how these look on their own. But then you have these. I really like these a lot. This one has like nothing, so you can actually, like nothing in terms of the boots, not really. So you can actually see like the bottom of the pant design. These are like the standard fishnets. There's that kind of design again. These I used to hate for the longest, and I still kind of do. I really hate the texture of it. It looks like rubber. Reminds me of like Gordon Ramsay, rubber. But yeah, it legit just looks like rubber. That's why I don't really like it. But I did have a loadout for it, so yeah. And then these kind of pants again. These just have like different like straps or cloak ties or whatever you want to call them. Like just on different sides. These I really like because it reminds me of Black Cat. Oh my god, I'm like choking. Just because I didn't drink water. These, I don't know. I really love this open design that she has, but I really hate how it just like cuts off right at the butt area. It just looks weird to me. I really hate that. These I really like because it adds the spikes on the knee pads. These two. This is just like an extension. It's just like more like amped up from the other base design. It has like the spikes, it has extra straps, you know, like all that good stuff. And that's really why I keep a lot of these pieces. Same with like the Wonder Woman pieces. It's just that little bit of diversity. That's why I hold on to things. So with this one. So yeah, and then here come the epics. Most of the epics I delete because they're fucking disgusting. They just look horrible. Like this, I don't like the knee pad. I think it looks really bad. This I recently unlocked and I actually kind of dig it. So yeah, I do like this one. These I really do not like, but before I delete it, I just want to see if I can make a loadout work with it. But as of now, I think they look disgusting and it just looks horrible. This is one of the newer ones. I do like this design. It looks better depending on the shader. Like you can actually work around this because it does alter the colors. So this one's pretty cool. This, I don't know why I'm holding on to this. I think it's because of the stats, I'm not sure. But I don't like how this looks. This one I like how simple it is. It has like a really like combat ready, like military type of look to me. This one too, just like a little extra stuff. I think I kept this just because of the stats. This one I'm pretty sure I kept for the stats. And then this has like the really like low cut boots. So yeah, there's those. Honestly, for the chokers, I hold on to just about every single kind of design, even though I only use like 3. I'm not sure why. I like holding on to the diversity. So you can actually see like the different styles. Like she actually has like a lot of chokers, which is kind of upsetting and really, really irritating because she has so many pieces for this accessory. Like she actually has a lot of design for this, but you can't see it when you're in the game. So it's like, it's almost like adding insult to injury. I don't know. It's just stupid. Like I don't get it. Like look at all these designs. Like I don't think a single one of them has actually been like duplicated yet, except for maybe this one. Like so many different designs, but you can't see it in the game. So yeah, I like this one. I think it's just a little too big, but you know, it is what it is. I would have preferred if they did that kind of design on like the back of her jacket or something. That would have been cool, but oh well. I do like these. These are really cool. This is actually really interesting. That's why I hold on to them. I think they look very pretty. And I love the spikes. And that's it. So when it comes to her abilities, I'm not sure if I unlocked everything. I'm really not sure. I'm probably missing like 1 or 2. But the Air Canary Cry basically works the same way, her trait. Like you can access level 1, 2, or 3 when you're in the air, and they changed into different properties. I think level 3 it will bounce them back up, but it's like level 2 and level 1 it'll just like slam them onto the ground. But you know, you just get the ability to use it in the air. Clutch Crush is actually really stupid. I said this before. It basically, I haven't actually tested this recently, but this is my information from the beta. I'm almost certain that it's exactly the same way. You know, like knowing Paulo. So basically what Clutch Crush is, it gives her access to a command grab. And the command grab, when it does damage, it uses up her trait. So the stupid thing about it, in the beta, I'm not sure if it's the same now, but the thing is, when you actually use the command grab, it didn't matter what level you had. It would use up your entire trait and it did the same exact damage no matter what. So that's why it's stupid. It's like, so if you have like level 3 and you do the command grab, you still get the same damage as if you were to use level 1. You know, it's just stupid. Rising Kick is like a new special that she gets. It basically bounces them up. Think of it like Wonder Woman's up shield, like her up bash, except you can actually juggle off of it. And if Black Canary, she meter burns it, then she actually gets to connect like a back 3 and gets to like really extend the combos. Screech is you get to burn bar whenever you actually use your trait, and by spending a bar, it bumps it up 1 level. So if you're like level 1 and you spend a bar, it behaves like it's level 2 now. If you're level 2 and you spend a bar, it behaves like it's level 3. But if you're level 3, it doesn't jump up to anything more. So there's that. Body Bounce is her forward 2. You know that forward 2 where she kind of just like swings over their back and then she body slams them? It's like her overhead. With this ability, you get to meter burn that, and you actually get to bounce them up now for a combo. Sonic Burst is like demo grenades. When I was testing this in the beta, again, I haven't tested this stuff recently, but in the beta, this was the most useless ability. Like, it took up her trait entirely, like it removed it. And you couldn't even detonate the grenades, and it didn't do that much damage. Like, you couldn't really cancel into them because they had so much startup, and it was so pointless. It was just dumb. So yeah, there's that. Again, the augments, I don't pay any attention to them. And then the shaders I went over at the start. So now for like a couple of like semi-new looks that I have. Like with this one before, like what I was saying. with this one I either alternate between like those pants, or I like putting on like the boots, like the little boots like that, or these. I either put on one or the other, or I like using these. I think these might actually look the best. Maybe that's just me, but I do like how these look. So that's like another little variation that I go for. One recent one, because of the new gear that I really like, is like a combat ready type of look. Let me see, is this one it? I think this one's it. Let me just double check. It might be that, I don't know. Alright, but basically it's that. Where the hell are the pants? It was like that, like that. Like that. Oh my god. Like that. We gotta change the choke, yeah? So what? I don't know. Let's say it's that. This wasn't it. Yeah, this was it. So this is sort of like a military combat style type of look. At least to me, that's what it looks like. So that's what I was going for when I made it. But I feel like that's the wrong top. But then I'm not sure which top it is. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, I think it was actually this one. See, like when you actually see it in game, it looks pretty cool. Like she looks like she just came out of like boot camp or something. But you see what I mean? Like it changes the colors. Like the new gear, the way that it behaves alongside the shaders is a lot different than like her other gear. Like the colors are richer, or the colors are like specified, like they're direct, not direct, what's the word? They're very focused, I guess, on a specific color. See, like with this, normally her pants in this shader, see, they're always white. But if you have these on, it behaves a different way. So that's what makes it kind of cool for certain loadouts. See, like with this too. And then, yeah, I would wear the quilted one. So she actually looks like she's going like skiing or something. It looks like a winter type of look. I don't know, at least that's what it looks like to me. It looks like she's on like an undercover mission going to Russia or something. So yeah. That's that. I forgot what I did with her face. I don't think I put on a mask or nothing. But yeah, that's like another one. As you can see, there's not too many looks that she has. Like there really isn't. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm trying to think of like a last one. Oh, I guess like this. Oh, these look pretty cool. Oh, I just remembered another one. I'll show it in a second. I either like using these pants because I think that they look really cool like this. Actually, let's do that. Yeah. The only problem, as you can see, is that it really fucks with the colors. It doesn't look that good. I don't like that anymore. Okay, this is the one. So I would usually have like that. And then I would have that. So it's like a lot of just straps in general. It's not the best look, but that's just something else that you can go for. And you can always just change the choker, so there's that. And then one of the last ones, because honestly I legit can't think of anything else. Let me see. Nah, I like the other one more. It's just taking forever to find these pieces. See, I don't like that middle piece that she has on, like underneath her breast, but I just like that there's nothing covering her waist, like the open areas. But that's what I would use this look for. Something different. But yeah, that's really just about it. See, like, I don't understand. She can't show her stomach, but she can be more than welcoming to show, like, her entire sides and her V-line and everything. But homegirl can't show her stomach. Okay. But yeah, that's just about it. Honestly, she just doesn't have a lot of good gear. And the main reason for that is really just all the censoring that she has. Which, again, it makes no sense to me. Like, she's not real. I don't get it. Like, she's not based on a real person. I don't understand it. But, yeah. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave comments below as to who I should do next, if you guys actually are still into this. But, like, the next characters that I can probably do, that I know I have gear for, would be, like, Enchantress, Harley, Catwoman, Starfire, Robin, Fate, I think it's a Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Supergirl, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anybody else. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a good day or night. Take care.